and the legend himself, out to the land of wood and water, Kingston, Jamaica. What's going on, man? Rico.
Rico Banton is here now. Rico Banton is in the house. And I say respect to the whole world wide web out there who tune in to us, all the people, all the fans, all the friends of mine, the family members who tune in to this interview. Respect. Enough love, King Rocco.
Straight,
Right,
straight,
so
up
we'd like
top,
to
up top.
welcome you to UVC, ricobanton.
Respect, Mama Anna. Respect, man. Enough love. Yeah.
Yes, bless up.
Yes, yes.
All right, so Rico, so we're gonna ask you a little bit of questions about the beginnings. When you first started and so. So tell us a little bit about your childhood, like where you were born and your parents and your siblings and so on.
Yeah, enough respect, Lady Anna. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm Rico Banton, and I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. At the time, my mom lived in Whitehall Avenue, Plum Lane. Yeah, and my pops was a Yallas kid with a mother from Waterhouse. So, he was between town and country. So, at the age of 2 years old, my parents migrated to St. Thomas, Jamaica, that's in Yallas, where I now reside. And I grew up there. So they were Adventists, so I had to go to church. And Adventist children and Adventist people, they sing with a lot of difference and passion in their game.
Yes.
So, I learned from the best to per se the church. I was a part of the junior choir, then the youth choir, and even the senior choir at some time. And the same thing happened at primary school. From primary school, I was always in the choirs. It wasn't even that much about singing. It was about being where the girls were.
Ah, okay.
Hey, I can't get you wrong, my man. I can't get you wrong.
But you want to say, it started to shine on me that the girls were more into you if you wasn't just a part of them, but you was doing something around them towards the music. So, it became obvious. So I started doing concerts and, I wasn't much into dancing from I was a kid. So I didn't do the maypole and them type of thing, but the concerts, I would sing Michael Jackson's Bend. That was my favorite song as a kid. And the two of us need no more. We both found what we were looking. And then my voice wasn't this big, so I was killing it then.
All right. So take us back to your school days in Jamaica as a little child, as an adolescent. What was life like for you?
All right. My parents was not the wealthiest parents, but they were the best because they grew 6 of us, me and my brothers and sisters. And my father was a radio technician / farmer, or wanna be a farmer. He tried his best in that avenue, but he was more like a genius at fixing radios, building amplifiers and stuff like that. So, whenever the big sounds came to our community, which was Yallas, they would play in the Yallas primary school. It didn't matter which technician came with them. My father had to be summoned to set up the wiring and all them things for them.
Right.
And he himself, as a radio technician, had a sound. So that gave me the time to be around music. Music was like everything to me in my house. My father was a genius at music thing. That he until this time, there's a wooden part in my floor, and in them wooden parts are the holes for 2 15-inch speakers, the ventilations.
Wow. Wow.
That means he put speakers in the floor.
Wow, amazing, man, amazing.
And if you come to Jamaica now, I can still show you that because they're still there. You know, the speakers aren't there, but the holes are there to tell the story. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I grew up average. I grew up average. Went to school, like walked to school, walked back from school for lunch, walked back to school after lunch, or run back to school before the bell rang. You know, so I didn't get lunch money much. Yeah, when you get lunch money, yeah, it was a given. You know, my mom and papa was well off at that time, so they did what they do. Now, when there wasn't that type of privilege, I had to walk home for lunch or run home for lunch at 12 o'clock and run back to school after lunch before the bell rang to get back to my class. So that was primary school. Now, I didn't go to high school per se. I went to a secondary school in Jamaica, the Yala Secondary. You know, I went to the Yala Primary, then I went to the Yala Secondary. Being in them two schools, just being in church, kind of gave me certain and having the parents that I had. Mom was a housewife / sometimes she would go work spice factory. You know, there was an old spice factory in our town, so she would work there. Yeah. So I grew up real average, man. My moms and pops didn't really have it like that. So, you know, they did what they had to do, and what they did is the product you see here.
That's right. But, you know, interestingly, ricobanton, I mean, still treading on when you were a kid. You actually started in the church. You know, a lot of time, you know, as long as you're this little Christian kid, you raised up in the church and stuff like that. Outside, people always perceive you to be, you know, this nice little humble, pretty boy. You know, don't get into trouble and stuff like that. Tell us a little about that with you. Is ricobanton, was this a nice little pretty humble boy, or ricobanton used to get, you used to be getting involved sometimes?
At first, it was just like prankster stuff, you know, giving troubles, hitting a girl who I wanted to become my friend, but I didn't know how to ask her to be my friend. So I would like hit her on her shoulder. She would cry, go tell the teacher summoned my parents. I would get a flagging for beating up a girl and all them shit. I didn't beat her up. I just hit her because I wanted to be my friend. But I didn't know how to say hello. And, you know, I was like, you know. So, yeah.
You were just trying to get some attention.
I got in a lot of those riffs starting out. At church, the same thing. You know, getting a lot of little riffs. My mom's was a quick hand lady. So you didn't know which one of them you was going to get. If she
didn't sit to whoop your ass.
Yeah. And her whoop ass was, you getting the left or the right real fast in front of the crowd.
It's coming like lightning, man.
Real fast, yo. So it's like you know, that was some of my first getting set straight. You know, after a while when I left home, it was kind of crazy. I wanted to be an entertainer, but my pops and my moms were Adventists, so it was crazy. From Friday night at sunset, I would be the sweet little Christian boy, so I couldn't go to no sessions. That was the times when weekend just started.
Yes.
So all the parties started at Friday night. But I couldn't go. I could only hear the sound of the street booming up and going crazy. And my friends that I run with throughout the week at school, doing our little thing, say we are artists, I could listen to them, but I had to be in my house.
And I guess, you know, the cell kids can be mean. They throw it up in your face.
So,
man, I could go, you can't go. Your mama hold you down.
No, watch this. Sometimes I would sneak out through a window. And when I came back, the night police came around and checked the place. So that's my mom. So the window would be locked. So I gotta sleep outside until the morning comes. Then when the morning comes, it's an ass whooping because I should be in bed where she left me.
So then it's pretty safe to say that no
So,
other members
so
of
that
the
was like
family.
that.
I know I was gonna ask that time, it's safe
What
to
did you
say.
say, Anna? Come here.
I'm gonna ask that, no other members of your family were actually musically inclined then. Like your other
No, my
brothers or
pop was
sisters.
musically
Yeah.
inclined. No, no, just my pops, but he was in church too. And
Yeah,
he had
okay.
a sound system, but he played like old hits. He didn't play the 90s songs much. He played, and if he was playing a 90s song, it would be a singing song. Or if he was playing an 80s song, it would be the same thing. Something that has a vocalist in, not a DJ, not a one.
Right, right. I know
So
what
the
you're talking
thing,
about. I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So the thing is now, the thing is, he was in church, so he wasn't much going into the
Mhm.
direction I was going. He wanted me
Yeah.
to become a radio technician. I wanted to be an artist. So there we were bumping heads again. No, we were always bumping heads, me and my pops, because he wanted me to do things that he wanted me to do, but I wanted to do things that
And if
I
you wish to
wanted
tell
to
the
do.
Yeah.
listeners, what exactly was your dad's aspiration and dreams for Rico Banton?
Well, he wanted me to become like him, a radio technician who is a genius at what he did. Fix,
But
fix
clearly
instead
that
of
was
being the
not
man.
your destiny.
No, instead of being the man talking on the mic or getting uh, projected over the speakers, he would be the guy who made the thing possible by making an amplifier. The schematics, I know about resistors, capacitors, um, diodes. I know about all them things from my pops. You get me saying?
Wow, that's awesome.
Resistors, condensers. I know about all them stuff from the radio, from the schematic of a radio from
Mhm.
my father. But that wasn't what I
Awesome.
wanted to do. And you know why
Right.
I didn't want to do it, Rocco? And listen, my father was a hardworking dude, for real. And what he did was he would take our money, like you would come, you fix your radio, right? You paid him. He takes that money, go to Kingston, cause we live in the suburb. We live in
Mhm.
Dallas. So he would go to Kingston to buy parts for another radio that somebody gave him without no down payment sometime, but they gave him an ultimatum. They
I know
gave
that.
him
I know
a
about that, man.
specific time. They gave him a specific time when they would come back to
Mhm.
collect the radio. So now
Mhm.
what he did was he wanted to meet that requirement. So
Yes.
what he did was he would take our food money, go into Kingston to buy parts, fix that radio, then they would come with some bullshit story. So now
Boy,
here I'm
oh
going.
boy.
My father is mad because my mother is mad. He got some kids to feed. You get what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Mhm.
And there's no money. So that was like, I started saying, no, I don't want to be no radio technician, man. My father had to go through too much things. Sometimes he gets so mad, he throws them radio out over the gate in the streets and mash them up.
Especially when
But he
the
was
money's not,
smart.
especially when the money's not coming in the way you like, the way you would like to see it.
Right, right. And then what's right? He was smart because after 90 days in his shop, that radio was his anyway.
Yes.
Yo, I didn't
After 90 days, yeah.
realize the stuff. Rocco, Anna, I didn't realize it until I grew up. I said, but my pops had all that sign on his radio place. After 30 days or after 90 days, automatically, if you did not come and receive your
Yeah. Your
radio,
merchandise.
your
Yeah.
television,
Mhm.
or any appliance you gave him to fix, it automatically became his.
Mhm.
So when he threw it over the
Yeah.
gate and it smashed up in the street and you go call the police and he tells them how long the radio been in his shop, the
Mhm.
police drives away, leave you standing there looking stupid.
Yes. Yeah. So,
I didn't want to go through. I didn't want to go through that.
right. So definitely your childhood it has not been the greatest, or it was not the worst. I mean, the struggle was real. So
No,
when
we did everything. What
everything,
we did, my moms and pops let us do everything every kid did. Christmas time we had new shoes. Christmas time we had new clothes. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they tried their best. I wasn't saying we was the worst. I was just saying things was crazy sometimes.
right, right, right. It was not the worst, and it was not the greatest. So you guys was just doing what you got to do to
Average.
survive.
Yeah, average.
That's right. So
I didn't want to be average, son. So I
right,
wanted to be the man with the microphone saying what's supposed to be said to the people.
Right.
all right.
And who inspired you to be that now?
All right. No, there was a lot of people coming up along the way. But in 19, I started doing what I did from primary school days, back into secondary school, back into adolescence, coming out of school as a adolescent, being in the streets. So,
Right.
you know, I actually got out of school in 1982, 83. So, no, all that other spirit playtime was my time. I went to youth camp. My parents sent me to youth camp. So, you know, that was a next way to build up my artistry, because at youth camp we had a band. So I was right where I wanted to be again in music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who actually I watched coming up in the game was like Josie Wales, Charlie Chaplin, Brigadier Jerry, because those men were in my zone, in my territory a lot. Jalove Sound was in my territory a lot. Stereogav
Yeah.
was in my territory a lot. So because of that, those were the artists I was seeing. Then Aces came from our territory, so I was seeing Yellow Man. But then
Ah.
again, now when I started DJing like Josie Wales. My friend Desmond All, my friend, I spoke to him a couple days ago. He would DJ like Charlie Chaplin, because he had a smaller voice than mine. Not really, really smaller, but you know, he had that Charlie Chaplin sing, and I had that Josie Whale get them rough cut type of talk. So we started out, doing those um impersonations. He doing Charlie, I'm doing Josie. So after a while now, I started going into like Bull Bay, Shooters Hill, you know, to be exact. 7 Miles Bull Bay. And I started now DJing with dudes that was DJing. Them little my young youth was like me. But they were actually not talking nobody's line. They were talking their line. So I realized now I had to start writing my own lines, because I wanted to do this. So I started. Then in 1985, while being in Shooters Hill era, same way, 7 Mile Bull Bay, around Terminator Sound. I was talking Terminator Sound at that time, or Music Master Sound. That's Aldi's and Clive Sound, or Fatalan. Respect to them man there for Fatalan, you know, in Shooters Hill. Yeah, that's Biggie and them. That's where I was. So there was a session going on at the poolside in Harborview in 1985, and I was not a part of the bill. I just went as a spectator. But when I went there, all the artists, there was two sounds playing. Liberaton from Tivoli Gardens, with Sprouty Ranks and that's Egger sound. The man with only name Egger. Get familiar
Right.
after that.
Right.
But it was the first time I was actually seeing that sound. But I know some of the DJs around it before. So it had like Blacker T, Blacker Ranks, whole heap of them around that sound. No, that was too many people for me. No, there was another sound in the land, but it was a two sound competition. The sound was Star Wars, and it was owned by some China men, Ozzy and his brothers. And the artist on that song, the special guest artist was Banton.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
I had already was talking like Josie Whale, but emulating Banton now, cause I saw me write my song them now. That's how I started to write my lines, cause I love how Banton talk. When Banton talk, he will talk one lyrics from now till tomorrow. You start.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know, man.
And you get me? I say, them man they just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So me start so me have to write lines now. So that night, I stand upside a borough for like maybe 15 to 20 minutes before I actually get a touch off of the mic. That the artist can talk, and him talk, and he don't need no help. And him talk and I do it alone. But me in inside, every time
right.
Rhythm, you know, Banton rhythm,
Right.
them are some bad rhythm in my day, Japan. The darker shade.
Yeah, definitely.
Them type of rhythm there. So me say, yeah, they keep joking him in inside, and I say, big man, give me a talk. I must say, hold on. And he said that for about 7 tune day. He tell me, say, hold on. For about 7 different songs where part 1 was played, then part 2 played after. So you know that was a long time.
Oh, definitely.
Then they flipped it and played the part 2 film to DJ. And he might tell me, wait. So when the answer rhythm come up now, I say, no man, I make that rhythm leave me. I press the DJ harder. I joke him look harder on the side this time and say, DJ, I'm there, I take a talk, So, him same thing, him talk and bust up the place. And when him bust up the place, him say, me have a little DJ from night, him a joke me in my side, Me I'll give him a talk. What you have to say? So me hold the mic now, nervous like hell. Banton just give me the mic, the man who emulate. Him just give me the mic. Me start tremble, but me a DJ. Reggae music loving. After me lay down in my bed, I look up in my ceiling. And little after that, me hear me telephone a ring. Reading thing, Jaja killing, she just a come from foreign. She want me passport, we can me go to Brooklyn. We say mal to Wellers, now where we buy wedding ring. And think for research where we keep the wedding. And little after that, we cut up and half going. 747 and I go a foreign. So me went to a session now in Brooklyn. The man pulled me up, him say, Will, boop. Where your name? Him say, where your name, youth? Him ask me what my name. I'm saying my name Ricky Culture. Him say, no man, you're not Culture, man. You're Banton. Who him sound like? And the people them say, you. Him say, yo man.
Yeah.
You're Banton, man. You're not Culture, man. So from the night they know my name changed from Ricky Culture to
Ricky Banton.
Yeah.
We don't know which Banton yet, cause Ricky Banton sound bland. We never want we don't want to come from Ricky Culture to Ricky Banton. So my friend them and me sit down now and say, why Ricky Banton sound too weird, man. We have to come up with a name, man. So now we used to watch Richie Rich a lot.
Oh yeah, I know that movie.
Ricky Ricardo was his father. So the man must say, yo, a Rico, you know. I don't want to say, yeah, man, Rico mean rich in a Spanish, you know. He say, yeah, you know the name that man.
Rico
Rich
instead of
Banton.
Richie.
Yeah, instead of Ricky, Rico Banton, Rich Banton. That's what it means. I'm a rich lyricist. Because a Banton, the word came up as a man who that trick you out or something, Banton you. Talk you out of your things.
You know, interestingly, I was just about to ask you, for the listeners who don't know what a Banton means in Jamaica. Yeah, so you can definitely.
Yeah, man, a Banton in Jamaica is a man is like a con man, talk you out of your thing where you own. You know, talk a girl out of her shoes, her dress, you know, not to talk about anything else.
Like somebody will call it, like they would say in America, a smooth talker.
Yes, a smooth talker. That's what a Banton is. So I was now a rich, smooth talker. Yeah, a rich Banton. So now I have to definitely now live up to the name and the expectations. So, you know, I I started doing, so I was still cultural, because it's a lot of time I go around producers who try to tell me to change my style. They want me to talk some girl lyrics and want me to talk some different type of thing. But me, that wasn't my forte. My forte was to actually entertain, educate. You get me? I say, educate the people, entertain the people, give them a hope, a sense of hope. That was what my lyrics them was about. Because my second song was about the life of people. We want some decent living. All of the ghetto youth, them want some decent living. We want some decent living. All of the ghetto youth, them want some decent living. As a youth man growing up, in the ghetto me living. Say most of the people in the ghetto suffering. Like, no have no beds up on them floor, them sleeping. Now look again, wake up this morning, have nothing eating. Them mother drink some milk, but them can't buy a thing. Cause my mother, my father, my brother, my sister not working. And life in the ghetto man it. Ragamuffins, you know you have to work hard to gain a shilling. We want some decent living. You get me? I say? So that was the trend where me that come with say, well, okay, I just want to educate, entertain, teach the people them, give them a sense of hope, and educate them, make them feel good about themselves. So them type of song that
Right.
me start out with. Then my third song was a song now named Black Man. You know?
Right.
This song wasn't racially fused, because them time them don't know about no racial tension. Me just a man attack.
You just do music.
Yeah, the song said it's a black man, them big in a population. Want them to know that the black man are done. Black man, them big in a population. I want them to know that the black man are done. Yeah, the black man, where you a black woman, say them are the mother of civilization. Respect you unto all black man who spread them wings all over the land. Like down in Africa where the black man come from, but you find black man up in New Zealand. Enough black man them live in England. X amount of black man them live in Japan. Me say black man, them begin a population. Want them to know that the black man are done. The Paul Bogle, he was a great black man. Him lead the Marant Bay Rebellion. And Marcus Garvey was a great black man. Him fight for black man repatriation. Martin Luther King was a great black man. Him fight against black man segregation. Malcolm X, he was a great black man. Haile Selassie and Bob Marley, they done. Wow. Mr. Black man, you get me? I say? So
yeah, but look, I mean, you had a real tremendous career over the years and stuff like that. But it has not always been so glamorous and so glittery. I mean, what are some of the challenges that you experienced in your life as an artist, trying to set a landmark, trying to put your name out there? What are some of the obstacles that you have to deal with over the years?
One I think is, and this is not something that I regret, this is something that I really adore. I got 12 kids. I got 7 baby mamas. So I had to be making money. Sometimes when I should be at the studio, and it's there, and a lot of boats pass me. Even Dancehall Queen, the first one in Jamaica, when they came to youth promotion to get extras, Sugar Minot wanted me to be there because I was a part of the gang, and they were the people.
You mean the movie Dancehall Queen, right? Movie. Back in '97.
Yeah, the movie there.
Right.
Yeah, you still me I talk about. So enough time when I should be at the studio, I'm at work trying to make some money. No, because I got kids. No, I got to deal with this. No, not tomorrow. When kids hungry, you can't tell them wait. I won't feed you tomorrow.
Yeah,
you gotta feed them now. So most of the time when I should be in the studio, I'm on a job, which is mostly a security job, because I'm smart, I'm the streets, but I'm intelligent.
Right.
I know how to deal with every people. Uptown, the Lisa Annas, her parents, peoples like the dab dudes in Jamaica, those some peoples with some clout. I know how to be at their crib doing a job and getting it done right, that they tell the boss, yeah, you can send him back. You get me? I say, yeah, man. And me can down in the ghetto, down a 3 mile downtown, anywhere I work, and still have the love of the people. Then because here what now, I know how the people is. I'm a psychologist without even going to a psychology forum or university.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm a specialist. I know the people, man. When you have the people to deal with, and you know their clout, and you have their will at your heart. That is the thing with me now. I'm too nice with people. You know, some of first song them 3 songs that we just make you hear.
Right, good.
Them was the first 3 songs with my voice. And you see music loving, my cousin came back in 1989. Stopped at my foot in his rental car. He was living in California. And he stopped at my foot and him said, where you car the DJ? I'm say, which car? I was walking with my friends, Elvis and Kaka, 2 youth who I grew up with. The other day, one of them remind me about this. My cousin named Bagger stop at my foot in him car and him say, Rico, DJ, where you car? I'm say, car, me no car, Bagger. Him say, you know, say your song that top up on the top 10 chart at LA. That was 1989, me I tell you about. Before
right.
Okay.
Me have songs that run on them chart. You get me I say? So him come and tell me that. Make me know some me no fear wait for these guys. I was like a faithful servant waiting on some guys where I buy some song for them as some producers. They gave me a little pocket change and tell me they will see me in a couple of months, which turned 3 years.
Wow.
Because I voiced them songs in 1986, you know. 8th of June 1986, I went to Tough Gang Recording Studio.
Bob Marley
Studio. Bob Marley Studio, and voiced 3 songs. The first time walking into a studio, I voiced 3 songs that you just heard. Yeah, them 3 songs I just said to you was some songs from back then. And you see the steam they carried?
Right.
Anna?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Wasn't them songs some good songs? The
yes.
lyrics?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. But you know, interestingly, Rico, you actually just said, I mean, some pocket change. You voice the record. They just give you some pocket change, telling you you're gonna see them soon, and they never come back in 3 years.
They must see me in some months. Them not come back in 3 years. Me not see them. My cousin come now and tell me that say, yo, you're a star of foreigner and not in there foreign. So I
mean, basically they rip you off. What happened thereafter? I mean, with the 3 years, I mean, did they come back or what happened?
Watch this. No, me I go tell you what happened, Rocco. You know what happened? I don't want you to jump the gun. I'm giving you episode by episode.
All right, cool.
Now watch this now. Some of start vice for another camp. Concept label. Hartley Atkins, Concept Records. Some start vice to them now. And them I get me some earplay. Get me some JBC TV time. Not no TVJ. I never know them TV that till I get back here. I was on JBC TV. Original.
Right.
Give me a say, I do interviews and the song release and them thing there. Seeing? So, them I get my interviews on that medium. And them I get my interview on RJR down in Jamaica, the leading radio station, RJR at the time. They're getting me interviews at prime time on those Friday evening, like maybe around this time after the news segment and them thing is over. Them get me them type of interview, prime time interview. So them asked me about the previous camp, one of the interviewer, and I told them, well, you want to say, them one day never come back, you know. Them give me a promise and take the tune, them and never come. But they must have some big tune. I say, yeah, man. I'm tell them the same story when I just tell you the song go top 10 on the LA chart and I not see them on the back again. Seeing? And you want to say, couple months after that, Couple of months after that, my little brethren come call me, a youth named Shambaro. Come call me and tell me, say, well, the general come and he want to see me, he say, he have some money for me and all them things. So I feel good now, my producer come. He give me a say, my producer forward in a place, and I go, nice now, I'll drive up in a rental car and go and all sorts of things.
You think money's in the air now?
Yeah, my money there now, so, me feel good. Me artist and me a shock. In the street, me a shock. Me got studio, me a shock. Me have record, we a shock. So me a say, okay, me a go nice. When me go amongst the man them, we eat some fish, drink some liquor. I never know this nigga was getting the courage to beat me up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Wow.
What's the right, The man them, we eat some food, fish with them and thing, and up to this day, I'm not eating a fish again. I want nice fish too,
This program may contain explicit
when
content.
You cook it, have
Parental
the
discretion
like
is
blue
advised.
or green, something like that. But it's fleshy. It have a one straight bone. And me I tell you, say, yo, the man then we there and we eat and we drink and smoke some weed and go on and thing until the man get up and leave me for a while and thing. Then him send him little brethren, him send some little man come call me. And when we go in the room, the man then back me down with gun and them thing and beat me up.
Ooh, wow.
Beat me up, and the man uncle tell him, say, if him can't kill me, he can't kill Charlton's son, because the man, the youth where I do this,
wow.
for him uncle and my father, his uncle and my father, his friend. Then I tell him, say, yo, you can't kill Charlton youth, I want to wrong him. So you know what they did? They called the police, gave the police some money, and tell the police I came to rob them. They just beat the hell up out of me over my own song.
Wow.
That's rough.
Them tell the police that me come to rob them. The police get our money, man, and friend them, put me in the jeep, and as we reach down the road, them say, DJ, tell where we really happen, and them pull the handcuff off of me, because them know not go where them tell them. Because me used to be a part of the police youth club. Me used to carry grindsman come DJ for them.
So the police take pay. The police take pay and just bring you out as a chairman. Then let go of you.
And tell me never to return. Don't go back up there. Don't go back amongst them on there. So the police got paid, took me in the streets, not in the police precinct, in the street, and uncuffed me.
Right.
Asked me what really happened. When me tell them know say, well, I'm more like my story. Because them know where the man them tell them and not so it go. Seeing, because me was a man where I come around them all the time and bring in Quenchate, Grindsman, Baby Wayne. Me I bring some artists around the police youth club from DJ for them and make money. So them know say, yo, I wasn't that type of man where them have described. So the man them let me go. They let me go and tell me never to return to those men's yard again. Don't go back around them. And that was the end of that. Until a couple of years ago, I see the song online. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get some copyright in on it, because my name is still on the song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
so you get a ass kicked for your own material.
Yeah, man, I like Motown days, my nigga. Straight up.
For your own material. Wow. I mean,
my one song.
Wow. That's messed up, man. I mean, did you?
That's
did
why
you
I mean,
justice.
No, we have perceived no justice when the police was already involved.
Right.
The police was already involved and didn't do nothing about it. He knew what they said was not real, but he just got some guap.
Yeah.
So what? Tell the DJ, leave the community. Don't get involved with these men. Get out of town. That was the easiest thing to do. So I left it alone until until fate took its toll on the guy.
So you could have been dead
Yeah.
because of your own material.
Yeah, man.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that definitely something else, man. So I mean, after
That's why
all of that, go on.
That's why I have this thick skin in music, you know, because that was the first epic event in my life and career as an artist, you know. And then now it made me start reconsider some should I be a technician too, because I never seen a boy beat up my father yet.
That was a shake-up.
No, man, listen, it's not funny. I don't want to laugh. I'm not laughing at your situation. I mean, it's just weird.
So what's
Oh,
right
gosh.
now? Yes, Anna, for real, Anna. So what's right now? So, you know, after Eve's Flare, after Eve's Flare concept, then I started doing songs for Valentine. Recall the Valentine. You know? Yeah, man. His sound was Soul Sonic and his label was Soul Sonic. You know? Yeah, man. And then after him now, I start run with Youthman Promotion. You know, Youthman Promotion was Sugar My Nuts, Baby. You know? I was around like Daddy Hans, Daddy Shah, you know, Dana P, Maka P, you know? Yeah, man, Daddy Life, you know? Mighty Mouse, who changed his name now to Mighty Lion, you know?
Right.
Anthony Ray, God rest him soul, you know? Ken Jones, my engineer.
That's a big name you're calling him, man.
Yeah, man, some big name, man. Some name were inside of the music, you know? Barry Brown was a part of us, you know? God rest his soul too. Barry Brown was one of my, I was a rock to him and he was a rock to me because he been in the music long time. Sugar Minot now teach me the game. Teach me the ins and outs and the pros and cons of the business when it comes to management. Give me a say. As well as him do him teach me the business. Him never let me go as a recording artist because I send you some tune where I come from out of that camp there where at 28 years and the tune them never drop a straight. So the man had me more like a businessman more than an artist. You get me a say. But him friend Bulwaki came in. Yeah, man, blessed love to Light Barnes in New York. Bulwaki came in and saw my potential, you know, and voiced me. Released my song out there. Yeah, man. So, you know, until I found out that the game was a tricky one.
Definitely, it is very tricky.
It was a really tricky game if you don't really know what was going on. So once you find out once you find out what is going on now, it is very hard for them to get around.
You're better equipped right now with more knowledge in the business.
So that was my problem now. I was educated in the business. Thanks to Sugar Minot. I was smart.
Yeah, God bless you too, man.
You can't push me around as a producer. Me start ask certain questions. I want to say certain paperwork. I want to say certain things.
Right.
When you're smart like that, them no want to see you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
they feel now you're not a pushover.
All right, Anna.
Exactly.
All right, Lady Anna.
It's a business of a lot of tricks.
Them can't. So when them try rearrange you and try remake you. Why not sing some girl sound DJ? Why we produce at them time then, but that wasn't their motive. Their motive was them never want to produce me because me too smart.
Yeah.
They know
Right.
too much. When
They always want to keep it at the back of the line.
Yeah. Never had producer we get all visitation from come all of England and tell the man him say, nah, carry me, you know. And a big producer done that to me. Say him not carry me go to England because when him look for me, him see some man when at the game where him make them and the man them don't turn around and pay him no homage. So him see me like them man, them he's a bossy man in the business. Yeah, but me know
Wow.
the thing, me educated in the thing, me
Definitely.
smart, me's a lyricist, me's not just a DJ. Me's a man where I talk some tune, me have sense, have substance. Me not just said some things to me want to say some word out of my mouth. You get me I say? Yeah,
Right.
me make people understand where me I come from, because me I feel the pain where them I feel. Me and them I feel the same pain. So me talk about my pain.
Definitely. If we can just maybe shift aside a little, what was your first international performance and where?
All right, my first international performance was the Sona Arts Festival up in South Norwalk, Connecticut. I'm say bless up to Miles Carroll, you know. Yeah, she was my sponsor.
Absolutely.
Don't know that. And I was, and you want to say, I was the first actual reggae artist to bless that stage. And that show been going on for a while. But I was the first reggae artist out of Jamaica to bless the South Norwalk Art Festival stage up in South Norwalk, Connecticut, next door to Greenwich.
And that was a big festival.
That's where I stayed. That's where I stayed in a 5-star hotel. When I walk on the carpet, I sang 4 inches before I touch the floor.
So what was that moment like? I mean, coming out of Jamaica, all of a sudden you're in the big great United States.
What was that moment like? You want all the dudes in the hood to see you right now. See what's happening. See how you're living it. See the TV on the wall where it big like about 60 to 80 inch across the wall. Your bed where you sleep on is I sleep on water bed before, not to lie to you. I sleep on water bed in Montego Bay. Some dudes who was keeping a show, some promoters was keeping a show and them own a hotel and guest house. So that's where we slept, and we slept in water bed there. But I never sleep in an actual king size bed until I got to South Norwalk, till I get to Greenwich, Connecticut. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My shower, came on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is all foreign to you. You never experienced that, and all of a sudden you find yourself you're living the life now.
Yes,
5 stars.
Yes, I. Flying first class to United States, landing in Miami, connecting to another first class flight up to JFK. Yeah, man. You know, must feel good when there's a youth talk about a Jamaica, man. A first class, you're flying up. People walk on and half of your things.
We know, I mean, you have lived quite a few years in the United States. How was life for you out there in the United States as an artist? Now you moved from Jamaica, you immigrated to the United States. Tell us about that transition.
As an artist, I'm not gonna lie to you, it boomed. But I started producing too and all that, as I said, in 1994. So I took it to United States. And then I actually got a job too, which paid me 75 cents an hour.
75 cents an hour. What year was that, man? 1994?
Yeah. It was like Bob Marley. It was in the same state to Connecticut, and I was paid 75 cents an hour to put inserts into a newspaper tabloid.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Oh.
So that wasn't cutting it, because I was taking the Metronaut all the way from Mount Vernon, New York.
Yeah, I know that, man.
To come to Connecticut to do that. You get me? I said, my Metronaut card alone cost the whole week pay.
So how do you survive? I mean, working 75 cents per hour.
No, man, I not survive. I leave that fast.
Right. Right.
And
So
then
let's listen to him.
some other things came into play, and you know, but the music was always at the forefront of it because I was using whatever funds I generated was used to elevate the music in America too. I did a lot of stage shows for most of the colleges, you know, up there in New Rochelle, in New York, New Rochelle, up in Mount Vernon, you get what I'm saying, in Queens. You know, I did a lot of shows. Yeah, yeah, man, I did a lot of shows, and then sometime my friends
Right.
would call me up to Greenwich, not Greenwich, this place in Connecticut, Albany, not Albany, that's in New York. I would have go up Albany too. I would have go
Albany.
up
You
Poughkeepsie,
talking about Buffalo, Rochester,
the
Syracuse?
Buffy, up Rochester. Yeah, man. But go up there so go entertain, you know. We look on. We going again. We have a next place up on a Connecticut there when we go, man. Up Albany Avenue, Albany Avenue in Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah,
Right.
we go up there so go do some show too. We go in a big park in a Hartford too. Go cark up that show there too. You know, me and Beanie Man them back in the days, Merciless, God rest him soul too. When they on that show there. But Squeeze them now. Used to be around like Squeeze, the radio announcer, Link Up Radio, you know. Cause Light Bands, Bulwacky they had the studio and the radio station in the same building, you know. J.R. Williams, 93.5, New York. Yeah, I was around them too, you know, getting some interviews up there. Kamala used to interview me. Tony Cobb used to interview me. You know what I mean? So I kind of did keep the music at the forefront. But there comes a time when you start spend more than you accumulate, more than you're getting in. And you know,
You're trying to live the American life now.
yeah, you living la Vita Loca. You're going hard, you know.
We call it the American dream, man.
You know. So it's like say, you know, you start to some things and some things they don't really right to catch up on you, you know. And because of that now, me kind of sit in the pen for a while, in the federal pen for a while, you know, and then I was sent back here to Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
would you like to tell us, Rico, what's the main inspiration for your music now?
Well, the main inspiration for my music now, Lady Anna, let me tell you this. People live what they learn. Children live what they learn. The world at large live what they learn. You say anything where you talk, anything where you talk, you know, the good book say the word from your mouth defiles your body, man. So if you're going to say something from your mouth, make it be good words.
Yeah.
So right now, I hear a lot of artists. I'm not knocking the artists them because they have a lot of creativity in them. But they're putting their creativity in a wrong direction. You know, you got to leave the bedroom in the bedroom. And you got to put away the guns because it's a killing tool. It don't know what it does. You know what it does because you are the one with it in your hand. Now, I see too much of that going around. Too much profanity. Too much immorality in the music.
On point with that. Definitely on point with that.
And because of that, Lady Anna, it grind my gear. Big time. It grind my gear. So because of that now, I am on a drive to preach righteousness to the people. Teaching, entertaining, educating.
Yes, I heard you mention that.
Showing love through positive vibes. And I have some people in my corner who is helping me with that. Like Dr. C, Caveman. I got Reinforced from over there in Mars.
Yeah,
found that I work, you know, King Mars. Big up Danny Dread, Jonah Cat, Baby Demos, Reinforce, and Skengdan. You done big up to all of them straight up across the board. Big up ricobanton, anywhere there.
Big artist. Big up yourself, Borough. Straight.
Big up Banton, anywhere you're there in the world, Godfather. Cause you know Rico Banton love you like cook food. You're a real boss.
Trust me, yo. For real.
Real star. And you talk long. Them can't talk like you up to this point. You're a boss.
Interestingly, you say that. You know what? Tell you this right now. Can you tell me any artist, we're not trying to knock no artist right there, have done the most dubplate in their life?
Well, listen, the artist said do the most dubplate in life. We think about Bounty Killer, you know.
I don't think Banton, man.
No, Buru do a whole heap of dubplate.
Whole heap of dub, yo. Whole heap of dub.
Yeah, there was a time in Buru a United States when them little young cat they now jump the gun and just start make money. And they're in at the studio. Like I just said, them live daily. Scare them crew, make a good money in the business. I'm used to run in at the studio with them there. And Bounty Killer was them boss at the time. Him and the forerunner in the game. So them make money. Wayne Marshall come along, they make money. Them youth they make money, man. Them youth they make some money in the game, you know. Them youth there make real money.
Yeah. Big up Wronghead, man. Definitely Wronghead, my brethren, you know. Big artist.
Yeah.
Big up Mr. Wronghead.
You know, Sir Wronghead actually is a St. Thomas soldier. So,
yeah, my brethren, that man. The whole New Jersey crew, large up.
Yeah, man. Him know him respect his way up, man.
Yeah, man. I like Wronghead, man. My artist, my good friend, that man.
General B, you respect I. Rico Banton coming to see you pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, big up General B as well, so man. Not a big artist.
That big show you got going on. I don't
Boombox Friday, man. Large up. General B Nitty Kuchi.
Yeah, that Boombox Friday.
I'm a general there, man.
Yeah,
so
man,
you know what I chat about, you know.
You know, as me tell you now, so the road has traveled on. I'm start produce my own self. I'm a friend Kevin Cool Edwards. With us, him there in the States, me there at Jamaica at the time. Him come at Jamaica, him look for me, him say DJ. Yeah, our DJ from where I little youth, you know. Him not much younger than me, but him younger than me, and because of that, him emulate me, because him been watching me. So him say, yo, yeah, our DJ from when, you know, and John, when I see nothing I go off for you. So yeah, why? So when I come back, I bring a 24 track tape and put me on. And he did. He did it. He came back with a 24 track. He came back with dots. He came back with everything and the money for us to go book the studio time up at JR Studio, Jonah Reid. Respect to Jonah Reid. And we go up at Jonah Reid who cut us some slack to kind of him not charge with the whole full money because you don't know artist to artist. And we are giving him the talk. And you know, respect to Jonah Reid, yes, sir. One blood. Straight up across the board.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Big artist, Junior
Chris,
Reid, man. Big up Junior Reid.
Chris Meredith.
Up top.
Chris Meredith was passed on. Because Chris Meredith is the man who built us some rhythms. Yeah, for little or nothing. Because Chris Meredith know me from him there 2 Mile. When singing melody was just a lad. Just starting to come out of him shell. Yeah, singing melody. I wanna I, little soldier that too.
Big artist, man.
Yeah, man, I wanna I soldier that. Bushman is one of I soldier too.
Not a legend in the business.
St. Thomas youth. When me I go in a Bushman town, me, Colonel Lady, and a youth when me just talk about earlier named Pupa Desi. When we are going in a Bushman town, you know, Bushman come on the studio one day and look at the man in a record factory and say, my video I play up on the TV. Me have a music video I play up on the TV and the TV in the yard. The Michael, the cook shop man have a TV on him car. And my video I play 1:30 in the daytime on CVM TV. And Bushman see it and say, yes, Rico Banton. And me in the studio yard, you know, with a bunch of artists, you know. And him say, yes, Rico Banton there. That time him big, you know, him a no little artist, you know. Him a big artist. Me a talk about Bushman already.
Legendary Bushman.
Him say, yes, Rico Banton there. We used to jump through my mother window go watch him DJ as a youth. So him pay me the homage pan that. You get me I say? Because him sure say, yo, yeah, him knows he's a man who in the game and know the game. The other night we do a show with him too, man. I wasn't really on the bill, but I passed through. And him show me respect and love. Another man will show me respect and love at that show was Lyric Culture, where we grew up together in our teenage age. Yeah. Lyric Culture, Wayne Rankin, Peter Crown, you know what I mean? Countryman, which is Gully Bop right now. All of them youth that grew up around I know. Chicken Chess, Daddy Shaw, Leslie Thunder, Enkel Irie, you know, Tishan, 80s Boss, yeah, Little Harry, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's a whole host away, man. Come in at that time, you know? I will host, me talk about my friend already. Shaka Shamba.
Yeah, you know what, Rico? You know what? Let us get in some song for you, and then we're gonna definitely get back to the studio with this, man. Listen, people. I'm telling you this right now, man. We got a legendary, great ricobanton in the studio. You know what I'm saying, people? Right out of Kingston, Jamaica. Listen to me, people. Listen to me. The Friday Night Vibes, King Rocco AG, and Lady Anna out of TNT. You know what I mean, people? Let's get into a song right now for the great legendary ricobanton, and we can definitely be back in the studio.
You don't have to ask the Lord for blessings.
Yeah, people, listen to man ricobanton out of Kingston, Jamaica, the great legendary.
Yeah. Thank you, God. The road is dark. I cannot see. I need your light to pilot me. I know you're near. I'll walk on through. Just hold my hand, Lord. I'll walk with you.
Yeah, people, listen to man ricobanton, the great legendary out of Kingston, Jamaica.
Don't leave me now. I need your help. Lord, show me how. Lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help. Lord, lead me now.
It's all about the legends on the Friday Night Vibes.
Fears makes me afraid. Just speak to me, Lord, and make me brave. Take all my doubts and fears away, and let me know to find your way. Lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help. Lord, show me how. Lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help. Lord, lead me now. And though my foes may seek my hurt, clear every sin, Lord, their plots unheard. Just keep me safe. With you it's clear. Your strength is my Lord. I'm in your care. Lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help, Lord. Please show me how. Lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help. Lord,
This is a
lead
game
me
changer.
now.
You're listening to the
I
Friday
know
Night
with you.
Vibes.
Victory is mine, and there's no space, Lord. There ain't no time. Lord, let me see your perfect will, and through me, Lord, your work fulfill. Lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help, Lord. Please show me how. Just lead me now. Don't leave me now. I need your help, Lord. Please show me how. Lead me now. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I need your help. Lord, lead me now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, people, welcome back to the Friday Night Vibes. King Rocco AG and Lady Anna, my co-host out of Trinidad and Tobago, and the great legendary artist himself, the man ricobanton. The song is titled Don't Leave Me Now, boy, I tell you, people. He's out for the vibes of the Friday Night Vibes right here on UVC Radio. In the meantime, between time, we are back. We are back. The man Rico Banton, the great legendary. Tell us the genesis of that song, my man.
Yeah, you want to know that song there. You see the man who write it with me, boy, Rasdal. Enough love and honor to Rasdal. He has passed on. And that was because of a tribulation that I had faced coming back to this country. And Rasdal was in my corner. He just knew that was not what I would do. And he never left my side. And, you know, we sat down. I had started penning that song while I was away incarcerated. And when I came here and I showed him it, me and him sit down and fine tune the song. And before I could even voice it, Rasdal passed away. You get me, I say? So enough respect and honor to Rasdal.
Yes.
My friend for life.
Yes.
All right. Now that song, that song was because I was going through a lot of tribulation. You get me, I say? And then when I came here, I come back to face another tribulation. But I have surpassed all those tribulations now, and I have jumped the hurdles. And Jah has helped me to sustain and reinvent myself.
Definitely.
In this artistry. Because when I go around the veterans in the game, like Peter Mitchell is a veteran in Jamaica because he was number one dancehall artist for like 2-3 times in two different three years. So you know one them bigger than that. Seeing? And right now, them man there I'm a virgin, but we can't pick up the phone and call him because I saw me and him links to a long time. And we just continue the link now that I am back in Jamaica. And you know, we have a caveman, respect to Dr. C, Dr. Cave, Caveman International. You know, respect. Yeah, man, big respect to him. Big respect to Sir Vincent too, you know. And you have a lot of people. All right, let me tell you this now.
Yo, hello.
I was here laid back in the business, not doing nothing in it. And my friend Reagan from back in the days, a DJ. Reagan, him called me up. I'm say ricobanton. The man him say I hide, you know. The man say you're done, you're soft.
that is just what you wanted to get you to keep you going, man.
How can you tell a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's been sitting down for 12 and a half years, not doing nothing on a microphone, say himself, when all him get to do is write new song.
Yes.
So him say, yo, you have to come prove to them saying, you have to come prove to them saying a song. You have to come prove to them saying a song. Cause you what? Them a keep Natty King a keep steady rank, them a keep a thing up a Natty King. Natty King them sure on Tuesday night. So yeah, why you have to come, you know. So come meet me and meet me and you got the show. So I'm gonna meet him and me and him got a show. I'll be a hype. All the man them there are someone from we are youth. You get me I say? Singy. Just name them. Holy man there where from them are youth. Them come see me there in the game. We are brethren. So me say, all right, I feel good now and I feel at home. Come go among some youth and my peers where respect me too and someone when I see me long time I say, yo, DJ, enough respect enough to see you, you know. You touch it, me I say, yeah, man, I touch it. So when me touch it now, we Podemos. I am the host. You know, him realize say, yo, that DJ, I never went me to think I go come. Them man are forced to be reckoned with. So from then, them know say, yo, I am back in the game.
Yes.
And me a chop iron. Me a chop iron. We going at the studio. And my voice, that song where you just play, Don't Leave Me Now. My voice, the next one name, People's Plea. See? Help us, Lord. My voice that. And my voice the next song when name. Hear the youths them crying. Mother and fathers dying. You know? Cause as I tell you, are the people's pain me I feel, me not stop sing song for the people them and for them listen to and uplift themselves and know say there is better way than what I go on right now. All the way I go on right now is like total madness. It's time to get back to reality and
It
leave
is
the
true.
virtual world
True.
alone. Too much virtuality I go on. You get me I say?
True,
So
true,
we
true.
need to get back to reality. Right now we in a zone where we not real. The people around me, enough people they in a zone where them not real.
Yeah.
Them not argue,
Absolutely true.
them not argue
True.
responsive. That means them not argue real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get me I say? So you know can't say boy like me have a DJ say boy him not come to tell no man nothing. I not teach no man nothing. Well, Mr. DJ, you're wrong. Because he's a spokesman of the people. And if
Mm-hmm.
he's a spokesman of the people, you have to talk for the people, you have to entertain the people, you have to uplift,
Definitely.
you have
Yes.
to teach the people. Because what them don't know, you're going to say to them that they can go back and research it and grasp it and learn it.
Mm-hmm.
You get me I say? So your concept of saying you know come here to teach no man not nor become no man very me I say, well okay.
Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
Brother's keeper, you just show me who you is. You're not supposed to be in my corner. See? You're not supposed to be in my corner, brother. Because you're not real.
True.
When we check it out at the end of the day, me not stop teaching people, Me not stop telling them the real thing, And as me say, people live with them learn and children live with them learn. Up to the
Mm-hmm.
dog live with them learn. Look, don't you have
Yes.
a dog? You got a dog? If you got a dog, that's how
Yes.
you train him. And he lives
Mm-hmm.
what he learns. When he's
Mm-hmm.
ready to go poo, he goes to the door
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and you know it's time to go. Come on. Much less people. We have to teach the people them. Because not many people is educated and I get to realize that even though there's a lot of schools and because even I won't go reinvent myself and re-educate myself while incarcerated in the United States. I have a high school diploma, a GED. When me hear Vegas I brag about
Congratulations, man.
mine before him. Me have me have
Big up Vegas, big up Mr. Vegas.
I mean I brag about it.
Man,
I
I think
brag
so.
about it. Me just have it and know say make me up there, me literate enough to have that. Me my computer literate too.
Yes.
'Cause I got
Yeah.
a computer technology certificate course, 9 modules, you know.
Right. Right.
You acquire all of this while you were incarcerated in the United States.
Yeah man. Yeah man. Cause what me do? We just go school. Instead of being the nigga sitting in the day room playing dominoes or cards
This program
or
may
getting in a
contain
fight
explicit
over some
content.
Yeah.
stupid
Parental
thing.
discretion is
Mm-hmm.
advised.
I go to school.
Yeah. You
Un-
retool yourself.
yeah, until I became a tutor at the school.
Wow.
You
That's
know?
great.
So even
Yeah.
then, me I teach myself too, and I reinvent myself same time. Cause
Mm-hmm.
now me I reinvent myself to become a counselor.
Yes.
We go all of them type of seminars there while in,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So you have to take the bad and turn it into good. That's life.
So you don't want them artists who only focus on the music. You look at other aspect in life. What about if the music is not working? What else Rico Banton can do?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you happen. I just got, you know, I watched this lady online. She's 70 odd year old, and she went back to university and all that thing.
Uh-huh.
So, say, wow, and she got her diploma too at 70 odd. I said, what? Proud girl, I love that. So what
Mm-hmm.
I did was I went back to art. I like doing paintings because I like things that are pretty, and I like making things pretty. So I
Mm-hmm.
like to paint. So I went back to art, and I did a course in painting,
Mm-hmm.
commercial buildings, homes, whatever. I did a
Wow.
course, and now I'm a certified painter through the art
My
NTC
goodness.
in Jamaica. You know, yeah,
That's
you know. So
wonderful.
So
Yeah.
me not just say me an artist, me a farmer too. If you ever see, the bananas and plants that come from my
Yes.
farm that I plant with my own hands since I've been in Jamaica,
Right.
Jah has been good to me because
Amen.
he make things fruitful. He make
Yes.
even if, and then again, you have to. Sometimes sit down here, I wonder where it all come from. Because I don't really have the next bill where I go for pay, and Jah just make it work. You get me? I say, because you have,
Yeah, you
he's
have
a
that
man who call out,
connection.
he's a man who call out some people and give them all some banana. Me not sell them to them, me I give.
Yes, yes. I like that. Yeah, yeah.
It's a
You
no
get the
sale day.
blessing. Yes,
It's a giveaway day.
yes.
We carry some bunches down to the high school and the primary school and just say, yo, this
And
is
bless
for the
the
lunch.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, this is for the lunch room. You get me?
yeah.
I say, yeah, man.
Beautiful,
Respect to the
beautiful.
principal. Respect
Yeah,
to the principal at Yalas I, Malibu. Good
yeah.
youth. Yeah, man. Mark Malibu, man. Good youth, man.
Yo.
Seeing? I
See,
see you
Rocco,
want to play a
you
Rico
don't find
Banton. You
people
can't
like
play it,
that again.
No, you see, I still believe they have good, noble people around the place, but you know what I'm saying? But it's like looking in the needle in the haystack because,
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of us intend to believe, life surrounded, everything surrounded us. It's all about me. It's all about me. We no longer think about our brothers and sisters, the people down the street who are suffering, or maybe, God bless us right now in our life. Some of us actually forget where we came from and don't think of the people who actually in the same situation
Help
that we
us.
once were.
Yeah,
Yeah. So definitely big up yourself, Rico Banton, and that.
And at the same thing, at the same thing happen with relationships too. There's too much me, and I, and not us, and we. You know what I mean? In a relationship, that's why them don't work. Everybody I say, you see what you cost? Say, you see what happened to us, baby? It's us. Like two away. If it happened to you, it happened to the girl too. And if it happened to Anna, it happened to Anna husband, because I saw it go. Or Anna boyfriend, whoever she is. You get me? You get me? I say.
yeah.
Now watch it right now. Rico Banton is also a movie star, in case you never know that.
Yeah, we want to get to that. We certainly want to get to that.
I got 3 movies out at the moment.
Right.
The first one is I was a feature act in To Have and To Old. The second one, The Final Hour, I'm a co-star. And then
Okay.
the third one, Rootless. You just have to type in Jamaican movie Rootless, Jamaican movie To Have and To Old, Jamaican movie Final Hour, and you will see Rico Banton.
Definitely got to check that out.
Rootless has been released like a month and a half ago.
Oh, all right.
We are going on fine, but we still need more views. So all of my friends them and my fans them, jump on it. Rootless, Jamaican movie.
Movies.
Rootless.
Okay.
Rico Banton.
Okay.
I'll definitely look that up. But you know what? I think, Rico, we should definitely get into our next track, The People's Plea. Whoa. You know what? All right, let's get into this next track right now.
Deliver my soul.
Yeah, people, listen to the legendary great Rico Banton out of Kingston, Jamaica. Friday night vibe, BBC Radio, the sound of Banton here, the King Rocco, 1880, and out of 20. We are doing this right now, y'all. Let's do this right now.
Help us, Lord, to live our life through this crisis. Deliver my soul, Jah, from their lying lips and their. Deliver my soul, Jah, from their lying lips and their deceitful tongues. Your love and your kindness they have not shown to the people. So to you, oh my God, I plead once more. Help us, Lord, to live our life through this crisis. Father, we are seek your advices. Help us, please. Father, we the down on our knees. I seek your will so we can fight this. Help us, Lord, to live our life through this crisis. Father, we are seek your advices. Help us, please. Father, we the down on our knees. I seek your will to survive this. Help us, now, Father. God, the time get harder. To push them agenda. Babylon unleash Corona. Look how the people are suffering by no rights are no protest. So much people get killed by Corona. Mama no have no money in her handbag. Father losing one job, him go graduate from university and have to start rob. Call a loser nurse job. End up with a workshop, feel the pressure for that things really gone bad. Help us, Lord, to live our life through this crisis. Father, we are seek your advices. Help us, please. Father, we the dump our knees. I seek you help so we can fight this. Help us, Lord, to live our life through this crisis. Father, we are seek your advices. Help us, please. Father, we the dump our knees. I seek you help to survive. Father, only you alone can save us. Government them fail us from this time of devastating depression. Them can't even bail us. Them use up on the rail us. Who's them police force to nail us, charging like us, and then them jail us. Father, we ask for intervention to ease the sufferation out of many. We are one people in this nation and pursue this devastation and hopeless sufferation. You are the Almighty to rule of creation. So help us, Lord, to live our life through this crisis. Out there, yeah, yo, it's about tough life, you know. I wanna live the life him love, I love the life him live, yeah, yo. Hey, ricobanton, sing again. All my tagacious, when I touch them there, hey yo, niggas, hey yo, respect to all you them who are all out time. Yo, hello, dog is straight. It's a jungle out there. Yeah, yo, it's
Listen to the great legend of ricobanton. People check out on YouTube,
the life,
Facebook.
the life him live, yeah, yo.
Check the music out.
Banton, sing again for all my
Let's do it Friday night vibe.
tagacious when I touch them there. Hey yo, niggas, hey yo, respect to all you them who are a long time. Who know some tuggy who did bad one time. Now rapper we no joker, we control with time. We a stopper, we a checker, we a looking at time. Respect to all the youth them who are a long time. Who know some tuggy who did bad one time. Now rapper we no joker, we control with time. We a stopper, we a checker, we a looking at time. Respect to all the youth them who are a long time. Who know some tuggy who did bad one time. Like Starkey and fed them up, them did control one time. Tony Brown and George Flash, them must done one time. Cause them was up and Sean the elite one time. Jim Brown and George Bang did control borderline. Boy boy from down west, him used to bad one time. Radcliffe from jungle, them did fear one time. Respect to all the youth, them who are a long time. Who know some tuggy who did bad one time. Now rapper we no joker, we control with time. We a stopper, we a checker, we a looking at time. Respect to all the youth, them who are a long time. Who know some tuggy who did bad one time. Now rapper we no joker, we control with time. We a stopper, we a checker, we a looking at time. Sandokan from Firehouse destroy them one time. Natty Morgan control the train line one time. And Jopanga Grab spent Prime Minister one time. Willie Agat Rose his big thing one time. Jatty like him father run the west one time. Steve Hayes was the real top farm one time. Yoshman and Radigan cover the top one time. Father 6 under dust now for them times. So respect to all the youth them who are a long time. Who know some tuggy who did bad one time. Now rapper we not joker, we control with time. We a stopper, we a checker, we a look. Yo, hello. The youth is helping and to recognize them true potential. Hey, so now hear me, I want to give the youth them a hand. For the get a you, do what you fi do, yeah. Dollars we run cause we want yam food, yeah. Is what them take is quicker, where they them take is quicker. For the get a youth them, do what you fi do, yeah. For you, dollars we run cause we want yam food, yeah. Is what them take is quicker. Necessary savagery has been displayed. I'm amazing moralities everywhere on parade. Imply no God, only you praise. Your sons and daughters' life are at stake. You make us possible, then you promise to retain. No action to forget it, to explain. The rest is a proven vein with us found it. Exist in this. Do what you can do, yeah. Get a fit. Take what I for you, yeah. Dollars we run. It's what them take it for. What the hell them take it for? When they get a you, them do what you can do, yeah. Get a figure and take what I for you, yeah. Dollars we run cause we want yam food, yeah. It's what them take it for. Against injustice and inflation we must campaign. Oh, long my father witness this thing. We make fun that you high complain. We can't bear the pain. And when success for too long has been entertained. Look how men's life has been violently clean. Constrain us to design for positive. Sorry, and you can't see pain. Oh, God, we have to call up and them. Them. Get your ticket and take what I for you, yeah. Food, yeah. It's what them take the sticker. We tell them take the sticker. For the get what do where you feel, yeah. Get your ticket and take what I for you, yeah. Dollars cause we want yam food, yeah. It's what them take the sticker. Before the a train, Jack will not approve your food will be a senseless blood strain. Of all the strife and all the strain, and until we remain, the evil of our mind has always contained. Our economic body crumble and fail to regain. Can it be reinstated by bro God praying? Every day the poor get up and them a feel the pain. Oh God, we have to call up on your name. For the get for you, them do what you fi do, yeah.
Get a figure, hand take what up to you, yeah. Dollars you run, cause we want yam food, yeah. It's what them take this thing for. Where the hell them take this thing
Up
for?
top!
Yep,
Yep, we are back in the Friday Night Vibes. You
cause we
radio.
want yam food, yeah.
And the legendary
Yo.
Rico Banton. People, I tell you, we got about a few minutes remaining or so. We got about 20 minutes or so remaining. So you know what? Before we wrap it up in the studio, people, let me tell you something right now. Man, this guy is just not only an artist, of music. He's not only a recording artist. Man, the guy is a painter as well. So you know what I'm saying? The guy is a counselor in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Likewise, the guy. If you listen to the guy, the man is an historian as well. So some people, listen, man, don't be fooling with him. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, fams. welcome back.
Yeah, man. You want to say, you say, you tune there, respect to all the youth, them. You want to say, I want them over Queens, over Cougar Place. Sit down over Cool Mom's house, and me I said, sure. I write a tune today. And same time, a clipping come up with both either Zeeks or Dodos or one of them. But, we'd watch the news and thing too. And I say, what? We just say going at it's a cul-de-sac, a dead end. So I go down at the cul-de-sac and go sit down at the dead end pan a railing and start voice a tune for my little system. Cause I know them time they know the phone them not so advanced like now. So we had a little recorder, a little tape recorder, So I recorded the first cut of that song and it wasn't all even like that much. I went and recalibrated it and rewrote it. I rewrote it again for it to be what it is today. You know what I mean? And that song was voiced in Agrata Studio up there in Mount Vernon, New York. Big up to the Agrata Studio. Yeah, man. I had to be what I was. Circumstantial bad people, because people who are dealt with good dealt with me bad.
Right.
So that, that just turned me, producer beat me up over tune. That are the first thing that as a youth, you use that as a mark. You sleep and mark death. That means that the one time that nah go happen again. We not make ourselves vulnerable like that. Me not stay vulnerable.
You're bigger
Give me a
much
say.
smarter than you used to be.
Yeah. Me not stay
You
vulnerable.
learn from it.
Long time me not stay vulnerable, man. Long time. Some place, no care how me an artist, some place me no go after our certain time. From me and you.
You know what I'm saying? You are clever.
Yeah.
Not any and every. I mean, much as you love to do what you do, not any and every. If you don't click, you just don't do it.
Yeah, because one life you have, You got Anna, you got one life to live.
Yes.
You got to be smart with it. If you're not smart, it can be sniped away like that. Bam. And it gone. So you have to know, say, yo, Rico Banton, him don't drink on the job. Him don't drink out in the streets. Him don't drink in the club. Him not going to get drunk. You get what I'm saying? And elucid. He always knows what is happening around him. That's me.
Oh, okay. No, Rocco, go ahead. What you were saying? Okay, so you were going to, you were going to tell us something about King Mars, Rico?
Oh, King Stereo Mars, yeah,
King
man.
Stereo Mars, yes.
Well, King Stereo Mars is an 80s sound, As long as we don't at 85 to long time, 83, 85, them region there. King Stereo Mars a Skengdan sound, and Burro Bantan. I've been around that sound. Nicodemus, Super Cat, then Junior Cat came, Little Harry came, Junior Demos came. Now comes Baby Demos. Burro Bantan came. Now comes Rico Bantan.
Yeah.
Super Cat came, now comes Junior Cat. Give me a say, yeah man. So the sound, yeah, that's the Sturmars family right there. With with with
Okay.
with
Right,
reinforce, and
right. I mean, we
there's some
see
other.
you had a long stint in your career and stuff like that. But we just got a few minutes before we wrap it up. Um, I mean, what are some advice? I mean, I would say you will give any recording artist who now come on the scene. I want to push it. I want to make some out of music in life. I mean, you've been around for a long time as a veteran. What would you say to these young artists today?
Be true to yourself. That's the first thing. Be smart. Be respectful of everything and everybody around you. Don't think it's all about you because things are bigger than you. You are just one person. There's a lot of
Mm.
people that you're entertaining and you're supposed to be advising, teaching, and giving them strength. So what you need to do is be smart within yourself and know anything you don't like for yourself or your moms or your pops, you wouldn't like for the next person. You get me? I say.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
the next thing is, if you're making music, don't think about just Jamaica and Caribbean. Think beyond them shores.
Yeah.
Think
It's the whole world.
international.
Yeah.
Because the
Hmm.
world is a
Music is universal.
wide, yeah, it's universal, it's big. And the music, what I learned while living in America, no care how the music big in Jamaica, it is not big in America. It is not
Hmm.
Tell me
big at
about that,
all.
man. Tell me about that.
Yeah, no, me I tell you, no care how the artist big in Jamaica and the Caribbean. Him is not
Hmm.
big in most places that I've been to.
It is
You
the
not
truth.
even know
It
him.
is the truth.
So be true to yourself. Think beyond the shores of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Think to elevate people as well as to elevate yourself. And
Hmm.
when I say people, it is family, friends, people you don't know. My brother run a charity, and at times I am there helping him out. The Hilton's Altruistic Foundation.
Wow,
At
that's
times
great.
yeah, we run a charity. The other day we did a back to school for the kids. I posted it online, and
Uh-huh.
it was well watched, a lot of views, and
Hmm.
people was respecting it, liking it. You know, big up Itlis family. That's my little family I'm around right now. Some artists, Better the Principal, Macadam, Deli Max, a bunch of artists. Young kids coming up in the game, but them tough. And that's why I am around them now. I am around them as a mentor. Barry Back
Hmm.
is a mentor to them too. A lot of veterans have passed through their shores. So I am
That is
just a
awesome.
man now that is there, that is making sure that they know what they worth. But that is the main thing. You have to know what you're worth.
Exactly.
Big
So,
man.
where are some of the place persons can actually find your music online?
Okay. All all platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, all platform, electronic platform, YouTube. You get me? I say,
Hmm.
I'm done say Spotify already, so it can be found on all social media
All of the social
platforms.
media music outlets.
That 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 my distributors, Amuse, distribute to. My distributors are Amuse IO, so they are my distributors, and they distribute to 17 electronic stores.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, Rico Banton, I mean, there's anybody definitely you would like to shout out there right now?
Yeah, man, big up Marcy and my wife. I'm a shoulder that to cry on sometime when things don't go the way we
Awesome,
think
man.
it should
Awesome.
go.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And big up my daughters, them, six of them. Me not even want to call none of them name and none left feel left out. So big up my six
so,
daughters.
so tell us,
Big
man.
up my
Six girls,
six
six boys.
sons. Yeah. Big up my six daughters. Big up my six son. Big
So,
up my
boy, listen. Hold on, hold on, hold on,
big
hold
up my
on. Oh,
stepson.
we have Jacob here right now. Israel.
Yeah. Big up my nieces. Big up my nieces. Big up my brothers. Big up my sister-in-laws. Big up
Yeah,
my
man.
sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up Dave. 'Cause Dave, I'm a big brother. The last time we do a interview with Fanso Black, I didn't call him name and him called me and cussed me out.
Big up Funso, man. Big up yourself,
Big
Funso.
up
So
Stacey,
you're listening right now.
big up Stacey in England, my niece. She called me and cussed me out to say she was tuned in listening and I didn't call her name.
Yeah, big up all our
So
UK listeners, right? I can see them locked in right now. Big up all our listeners in the UK.
yeah, man. Big up the UK, man. Big up Fanso Black, man. Big you.
Yeah, definitely big up yourself, Funso. And all our listeners down there in Trinidad who locked in Everly as well, too. New York, I
Yes,
can see you
sir.
locked in Everly. Up, 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 up. All our listeners who syndicating this
Anna,
show.
Yes.
Lady Anna, yeah, it was a
Yes.
pledge. It was a pleasure meeting you, you know. Enough
Yes,
respect, you know.
definitely. Yes.
Definitely
Yes.
was a pleasure and
Yes. No, we would just like to get some lyrics from him before we
Almost definitely,
shut up,
man.
close,
Listen, we,
close
we,
off.
we, we
Yeah.
need a, we need a
all
UVC.
right.
We need a UVC thing here right now, man. The legend can't come to the studio and just walk out and do nothing, you know.
UVC, UVC making mad money. Only for links with only for mad friends. Cruising in a LXR event. UVC making mad money. Cadillac, we have that well locked. And a par with some hot girlfriend. UVC making mad money. Spend some with my dudes in the hood champion splashing and I Joe panning. We making mad money. Hey punk, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Rock up ice where we are floss. We no matter what the cost, pay for the stash car, we don't have the mass. Say we no matter who the boss, no try and double cross. Rock out we lock you off fast, fast. And I roll in our Lexus, Beamer and Benz. No English pound, X amount of Benjamins. Hold some big booty girl with contact lens. Your booty can't talk, girl. Jump in a Ricky Benz, mad money. Only for link with all for mad friends. Let me get them a reality too. Let me give them a reality too. Hear this. Things have a
Hey!
range. Yeah.
I
Things
like
have a
it.
way. Listen to one and one fans. Rocco. Things have a way to rearrange themselves. People give blame but never blame themselves. Some love give pain but hate pain themselves. They no give no one no love cause them no love themselves. Sing. Things have a way to rearrange themselves. People give blame but never blame themselves. Some love give pain but hate pain themselves. They no give no one no love cause them no love themselves. When you hear me hypocrite, you me attack. Or you figure in a the lane where you a walk. Nobody want be fish, everybody want to be a shark. True that me find it hard to trust no shadow after dark. Election time, like race as pimpers, them a throat. Broken promises, politician take your foot out of your mouth. Poor people, them a suffer, so them a ball out. We tired of your BS, so we attack out. We sing again, things have a way to rearrange themselves. People give blame but never blame themselves. Some love give pain but hate. And that
Well, 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 well.
one, that one there's a new one off of the pen, you know. That's a new one off the pen.
All right, people, listen to me right now, man. Listen to me, people. You got big up to all of our subscribers on the YouTube channel as well, because you know what, people. I'm telling you this, man. This interview definitely gonna go up there shortly, shortly. You know, tomorrow and stuff. Man, listen to me. Oh wow, words cannot describe. You know what I'm saying? From behalf of the management and staff.
You're the boss for real. And that is a TV network that Rico Bantan is a movie star on. And don't forget, part two of Rootless is coming. We're gonna film that in February. That's Ruthless sequel 2.
We're definitely gonna be pushing it, man. Telling people about it. You know
All
what I'm saying?
right. So best of luck with that.
Blessed love, Anna.
Yes. Yes.
Anna. Blessed.